I am unapologetically a camera nerd. I love cameras. I've always wanted to shoot on a red camera. I would love to do that in the future. Using a GH4 with a pretty decent 18-35 f1.8 lens, I'm shooting at f1.8 right now. I love cameras, everything to do with camera gear. So when Blitzwolf contacted me about sending me a small camera lens for a smartphone, I was kind of intrigued, I've got to say. Then I looked at the price and I thought, why not? I mean, this channel is based off of getting the most out of your old smartphone, and these lenses are like £12 tops, so how bad can it be? Anyway guys, my name is Ryan Thomas with Failtech, and are these cheap smartphone lenses any good? Now, any of you that are remotely into your smartphones will know about Moment, and they make these really expensive external smartphone lenses. They're arguably the best in the business. Zeiss do a few as well. However, this little boy is £12. Now, £12 compared to these other lenses is basically nothing to pay. And you get a lens that is metal, you get a lens cap, you get a lens cleaning cloth, you get end caps on both ends actually, which is worth pointing out because it is possible to get dust in both sides, and you get the little clip that connects it to your phone. And the best bit about this is it's universal. The clip is fairly big, fairly chunky, and it fits on pretty much any mobile smartphone and even some tablets, which is nice. It's very thick, so if you've got a thicker phone, you can easily get that on there. And it kind of just fits well. It's not one of those cases that is like specific to a specific phone and has it perfectly aligned, so there is a bit of alignment you have to do yourself. However, I think it's a good price to pay considering it is universal. Now, the lens itself is made of metal, like I said. It's really well made. For £12, I really wasn't expecting this. I was actually expecting plastic, but no, you get a metal housing and of course that nice glass front element. Unfortunately, at this moment in time, the only working and reliable sensor in a smartphone that I have is the front camera on my OnePlus 3, which isn't even my phone. So I did a lot of the rear camera testing on the Galaxy S4, review to come by the way, although I would like to test this in the future on something like a Galaxy Note 4. Anyway, so you can see that this thing is a wide angle lens. And this is something that I really like, and I was really intrigued in the fact that it's wide angle because yes, you can go with telephoto, and a lot of dual camera setups in phones actually utilize a telephoto second lens. However, the one lens that I really liked was the wide angle lens in the Lgg Six. Now, this isn't quite as wide as that, but it does do a pretty good job of basically taking a smartphone that has a standard lens, which is, like I said, the Galaxy S4, the OnePlus 3, anything like that, and then transferring it to that wide angle, which is something that you could only really get on a few select smartphones. And even those with the telephoto lens, just stick this on the standard one, and then you've got a telephoto, a standard, and a wide. How cool is that? Now, I personally like the really wide angle look. Unfortunately, my GH4 crops in, and this is 18mm or equivalent, which is probably about the equivalent of 30mm, something like that, so it's really not that wide. And I would really like to get a full frame sensor with a nice wide 16mm lens. But this is really cool for a smartphone. This is equivalent to around 16 to 18mm, and as you can see, I tried it on the OnePlus 3 first, and the front camera, my god is it good, because you know when you get like a old Samsung camera, and yes, they've got wide front cameras, but they're not very clear and they're not incredibly crisp. Whereas the OnePlus 3 has a very crisp front camera, but it's just not very wide. So you stick this lens on the front of it, as you can with the clip, because it's reversible, and you get a super wide, super crisp selfie camera, which you can use to get all your mates in the shot. Similarly, I live in a British house, an average British house, which isn't very big, and so it's kind of difficult to get photos inside the house. But when you've got one of these, it makes it so much easier. And no, this isn't an advert, I'm not getting paid to say this stuff. I just have a passion for photography and specifically wide angle lenses, and the fact that I can get one of these on my smartphone is awesome. And the best bit is when I go and buy a new smartphone, which I might be buying the Galaxy Note 4, I can just stick this on the back with the clip because it's universal and I don't have to go out and buy another case, which is awesome. Of course, since this is just a lens, it works for video as well, so you can get some super awesome wide slow motion if your camera does that. And adding one of these bad boys to something like a Galaxy S7 Edge or a Pixel or an iPhone 7 would be absolutely incredible. The camera sensor would be crazy, it would just be nuts, and coupled with that machine learning algorithm and a wide angle lens, I mean, my god, I just want a Pixel XL right now just to use this on it. Now, Blitzwolf also sent me over a really cool wireless charger. Now, unfortunately, the only phone that I can use this with right now is a broken Nexus 4, which, I mean, it's broken, so you can see it charging, but it's got a cracked screen, and you can't actually do anything with the screen. So that's something that's kind of annoying. Something that we haven't agreed on, but I will say in the video now, is that this will be the wireless charger I'll use in any reference to the wireless charger in any videos. So for example, if I review a phone that's capable of wireless charging, I will likely use the Blitzwolf one to actually charge it and show that it can use wireless charging. I really like it. It's made out of metal and then glass on the top. It's really high quality. It's like heavy and it's got some rubber feet. It's like incredibly good for a wireless charger. I've never had a wireless charger this good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't really do much of a review on this thing because it's a wireless charger. But let's get back to the starting question. Are smartphone lenses any good? And my answer is, one, it depends on the balance of quality and price. Depending on your price range personally, you might have millions of pounds and you can go and buy Moment lenses or Zeiss lenses, or you might be like me, you don't have a lot of money and you go and pick up something small like this. I personally really like them, but I'm a photography nut. Not everyone is going to want to carry around a pouch with one of these in and the clip, and not everyone is going to want a case or a clip on their phone permanently, if that's how you choose to do it. But for the money you pay, you get a lens that is really useful for selfies when you're getting the whole family in a shot, and also really useful on the rear camera when you're just going to nice places, because a wide angle shot, in my opinion, almost always looks better than a standard shot. And you can go with wide angle, telephoto, you can even get like 3-in-1 kits from Blitzwolf themselves. So yes, I wholeheartedly recommend this cool little lens kit that you can get for your phone, and pretty much any lens kit that you can buy for your phone, as long as it's made out of high quality materials. I can't say anything about other brands because I have never tested out their lenses, but this Blitzwolf one, which I'll leave links to in the video description, very good. Alright guys, that's it from me. So thank you to Blitzwolf for sending me the two products. I really do appreciate it, and you will again see the wireless charger in future videos. I'm really thankful that I'm able to test this stuff out, and getting the most out of older smartphones is something that I'm actually quite passionate about, so this is a really cool opportunity. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and got something out of it. Please do leave a like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you're new around here to never miss a video like this one. Also check me out on social media because, I mean, why not? Thank you to Ross Baldwin for supporting me on Patreon. Mine's been Ryan Thomas from Failtech, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.